everybody at Senior Plus. I'm back with another fun project for you to get ready for your upcoming holidays. So as you can see, that this is a candy slide, and then we have the matching little Santa Christmas card to go with it. So I hope you're all doing well. For those of you that may not know me, my name is Corinne Sandin. I teach stamping and scrapbooking here in the Lewiston Auburn area, and I've been doing it for about 20 years. So let's get started with our projects. I hope you enjoy them. Okay, so I'm going to set these. Area, and I've been doing it for about 20 years. And I set those aside a little bit so you can still see them while I'm working on my project. So the first one is the little candy slide. We'll do that. And I don't think I paper punched your holes, but you can always take a pair of scissors and do it. But I did score everything for you. So if you're interested in making some more, you need a piece that is 6 inches by 5.5. And I scored it at 2 1/4, 2 3/4, 5, and 5.5. And you need this extra little flap to be able to attach it and turn it into a box. It's kind of like a box. So we need to do a little bit of cutting. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this little first box right off. And angle this just a smidgen. You all know what that means, right? People often laugh when I say that. Alright, so then we're going to cut all of these flaps a little bit. And the tiny ones, I like to take a little wedge, because it just helps your box fold a little bit better. Ever so slightly. Alright, so let me get this stuff out of the way. Grab my bone folder, a butter knife, or whatever you have. We're going to burnish all of these folds. I can't believe that the Christmas holiday is just a couple of months away. It's so hard to believe it, with all the craziness going on, huh? Okay, so I like to use my wet glue just because it gives me a couple of minutes to play with it. So I'm going to put a little bit on this flap. As you can see, I folded it down so I can hold it while I put my wet glue. My preference is this Tombow with the green bottle. Then you're going to line these two up. Now you can use a tape runner or heavy duty tape if you don't have wet glue. So now we are going to take our beard and we're going to glue it right below my holes on one side. It's a little bit wider than your box, but it's okay. It's okay. Just going to hold it there for a minute. Then I need to thread this through this because I find it, the bottom of the box will fold better if you have your candy bar in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our ribbon in, try to center it as best as we can, like that, so you can see they're almost the same. I'm just going to temporarily hold this for a minute. Now I'm going to stick my candy bar in there. Push that ribbon down so slowly. And again, try to even it up a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now I can come, I want this to be my front flap. So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on each of these tiny tabs that I have here. Bring that back down. Just hold it there for a few seconds. Now I'm going to put some more glue right here. Doesn't take much. And I'm going to hold that as well for a few seconds. Then with these laying flat, you're going to take this baker's twine that I gave you and you're just going to tie it in a bow close to your candy bars. Bar, I should say. I'm going to make a bow. I make it with 2 bunny ears, as I call it. It just seems to come out a little flatter that way. Now I'm going to hold my knot and make sure my loops are almost the same size. Looks like this one's a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to grab my, I call them scissors for ribbon. So that's all set. Now we need to put the belt buckle on. So it's not completely all the way around. So I just hold it like this. And you can see how it's going to overlap just a little bit. And I put it in front so that I can cover it with the gold. So dab of glue here or your tape runner, whichever you prefer. Either will be fine. A little dab here. And you have enough room in here that you could always stick lottery tickets or money. We all know how money always fits. You have plenty of room in here that you can slide that in. Oh, here's my gold buckle. It's about a 1-inch square. And then I cut this one out with a, whoops, that didn't stick. Try it again. And then I wanted one that didn't have, oh, right here, that doesn't have the pop-up behind it. I just used a little glue dot. And then I pre-stamped the Believe for you. And then to jazz it up a little bit, I just cut another of the same size punch that you have, that the Believe is out of. I'm going to use a couple of glue dots. One on the top and one on the bottom. And then I'm going to just have a little bit of this black show where I cut it in half. Just like that. Then you probably have another pop-up in your packet, but I didn't give myself one. So I'm going to take another pop-up, stick it right there, and put it down here in the corner. So there's the pull-up tree project. Clean up my mess here before I move on to my card. I'm going to set those right there and get my card parts out. So you should have your envelope, your card base, Santa's jacket, a white piece that's going to go down here, the second half of his beard, his buttons, a gold thing, and then I have a black one right here. I knew I had some extra ones for a reason. So this card is going to go together very, very quickly. So let's fold our card base in half and burnish it. With a bone folder, butter knife, whatever you're using. Even a ruler would work. Okay, so I want to center this on my card. And you want it to be even down here. It's okay that it's not up there because it's going to be covered with the beard. So I'm going to use my tape runner for this. Whoop. All right, so let me see. This is 4 1/4. So 2 1/8. You can eyeball it, you know, you don't have to be exact. Now this time, I'm going to put my adhesive on the raised edge, because see, if you look at my sample, I like that debossed there. It looks kind of cool. So because of the raised edges, I am going to use some wet glue. You want to line that up right even with the edge. And, oh my goodness, I don't have a belt buckle. Did I drop it? Let me grab another one over here. My belt buckles might be a little bit more narrow than yours. I just grabbed a scrap piece. So see, as many years as I've been doing this, I still occasionally make mistakes. So I'm going to put some tape runner on that. And I'm going to position it where I want, about 1.5 inches from the bottom, give or take. And I'm going to cut that off using my card base as, okay, then we have our 3 little dots. Let's put the gold piece first. I think that makes more sense, don't you? Then I can adjust my buttons accordingly. So you should have, excuse me, you should have a pop-up in your packet. And then we're going to put this little punched out belt buckle. Then it's easy to put your buttons. What I do is I tend to put my center one first, and then it's easy to position the other ones. And you can see this is up a little higher, but you know what I tell people all the time. The receiver that's going to get your card does not know what the sample look like. They're just going to be so happy to get a beautiful handcrafted card from you. And I want a nice little white border. And I don't stamp the inside. I like people to get my personal message that I'm sending them. So there we have it. This is a little different shade of red. I think this one was more of a cherry color, if I remember right. But I like the Christmas red, or real red as I call it. So that's the projects for this month. I hope you enjoyed them. They're not too difficult to make. Anybody can remake them. So you please take care of yourself, stay safe, and be kind to each other. And I'll see you soon with another project. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.